Hi, Algebra 1. Today we're going to solve proportions in section 2.4. The steps to solve proportions is 1, you're going to cross multiply, and then you're going to distribute if necessary, and then the last step is always going to be solve for the variable. So let's go ahead and do a few examples together, and then I'm going to assign a few of you guys to do tonight at home. Okay, so we're going to start with number 1. Step 1 says to cross multiply. So that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to cross and multiply 4 times 6. And you set that equal to the other cross, 3 times x. And you're going to solve for x. Multiply 4 and 6 to get 24. Divide by 3. So x equals 8, and like I said, if you can remember, make sure you write the variable first. So not so bad on the first one. Second one, we're going to cross multiply, but now we have 2 terms on one side of the denominator, so we're going to create the distributive property. So we're going to cross multiply and take 2 times the quantity, so that's going to go in parentheses, n plus 5. It equals the other cross of 10 times 4. Okay, we have the distributive property, so we're going to multiply the 2n to have 2n plus 10. And then we know 10 times 4 is 40. Okay, you have a 2-step equation, so we're going to subtract 10. We have left 2n equals 30. Last step is to divide by 2. And so our variable n equals 15. That's when you have distributive property on one side. So we're going to do one more. But now we also have a variable all by itself in the numerator. So we're still going to cross. And you take the sole number 5 times the quantity y minus 3, and that equals the variable and 2 times y. Okay, distribute the 5 to get 5y, subtract 15, and then we know 2 times y is just 2y. Okay, so in the past, I recommended always bringing over the smaller of the 2 variables on each side, but if I subtract 2y, it's going to cancel, and I'm going to have nothing on the other side, and that's not what I want to have happen. So in this case, I have to subtract the 5y. So I get variables, getting ahead of myself, subtract 5y on each side. So I have a number on this side, and I get negative 3y on that side. Go ahead and divide by the negative 3. Write my y first, and y equals 5. Okay. Example number 4 has a lot going on. We're going to have double distributive properties. I'm going to zoom into so I have room. I'll show you what I mean. Go ahead and cross. So it would be 5 times the quantity, 2k subtract 3, and it equals the other quantity of 3 times k plus 9. So now it's nothing we haven't seen before. Go ahead and distribute the 5. So we have 10k subtract 15 equals 3k plus 27. Okay, variables on both sides. We can subtract the 10k or subtract 3k. I'm going to subtract the 3k. Give me 7k. Okay, from here, you're going to add 15. Now we have 7k equals 42. Divide each side by 7. So k equals 6. Okay, I plan on doing just a few more with you guys, and then I'll be sending you to do a few on your own. Okay, I want to jump down to number 4, and then I'll have one more after that. So number 4, you're going to cross multiply to solve for our variable n. So I'm going to go across. You have 9 times n subtract 4 equals 6 times n subtract 7. Go ahead and distribute. So we have 9n subtract 36 equals 6n subtract 42. We have variables on both sides, so I'm going to subtract 6n. It's 9 subtract 6 is 3. Bring everything else down. I'm sorry, that's a negative 42. Okay, go ahead and add 36. We'll have 3n. Negative 42 plus 36 is a negative 6. Divide by 3, divide by 3. Of course, I ran out of room. And n equals negative 2. Okay, one more. Let's go ahead and hop over to number 5. All right, so let's cross multiply. We have 3 times a plus 1 equals 2 times a subtract 3. Distribute to give you 3a plus 3. Distribute again, and you'll have 2a subtract 6. Variables on both sides, so I'm going to subtract 2a. 3a subtract 2a is awesome because that just gives you 1a. And now we only have one step left. Subtract 3. Subtract 3. So a equals negative 9. Now tonight I want you guys to go ahead on the back. You are in charge of doing 7, 8, 9. I think that was it. So go ahead and finish those 3 and we will go